How's it going, Broncos? I'm Ryan Hunter.
And I'm Nikki Deseriere.
And this is the first newscast of the 2019-2020 school year, along with the new cast and crew.
Yes, Ryan. HC 2.0 has gone underway and has led to many new changes this fall semester. But another new factor of the 2.0 has given students more opportunities to travel around the world during the 2-week blocks. One group of HC students during this time decided to take a trip to Panama for a nursing service expedition. Senior Myra Seep, junior Hannah Langer, and sophomore Sam Mulder worked with the organization to serve basic health care to low-income families in Panama City. Mulder said that it was a very eye-opening experience because they got to immerse in multiple medical fields, and it influenced everybody's ideas on what they want to do with their lives. The Global Burgage's chapter on campus hopes to spread the word like this trip while planning another trip in the fall.
The Hastings College Old Student Life Hallway at the Hazel Ridge Student Union now includes the Inclusion Center, which has been established as a resource to help engage diversity on campus. The center is open to all people of campus, no matter their race, ethnicity, gender identity, sexual orientation, beliefs, and more. HC used to have a diversity center a year ago in the Doherty Center, before the remodeling where it was temporarily located in the Hurley McDonald building. The goal for the new center is to let people know they are not alone, and you can have a place to be heard to create positive change in diversity on campus.
On September 11th, 36 high schools across the state participated in the 4th annual Mural Day held by Hastings College. The competition has more than doubled last year's participants from last year's 16 teams. The competition had to spread across the Jackson Dinsdale Art Center and the Gray Center parking lot because of the growth of attendees. This year's topic focused around memes, in which students had to creatively express their ideas of memes through a large mural. The winner was Sandy Creek High School, located in South Central Nebraska. And now it's time for our sports highlight of the week, starting out with Hastings men's soccer.
That's right. The Hastings men's soccer team tied it up with number 13 Baker with a 1-1 draw last Wednesday. Sophomore Caleb Watson kicked the ball far inside midfield to the box, and senior Fernando Lisboa gets the header and scores for the Broncos 1-0 in the first 4 minutes of the game. Lisboa celebrated with an energetic somersault. The Broncos would continue to take command throughout the first half of the game, until the 64th minute, in which Hastings got called out by a late tackle inside the box, leading to a penalty kick made by Baker's Jordan Along, and tying the match at 1-1 even. The Broncos continue their season with 4 wins, no losses, and 1 tied match. They'll be heading out to Mount Marty in Yankton, South Dakota this Saturday.
Women's soccer game came out on top last Sunday against the McPherson's Bulldogs with a score of 6-0. 5 of those scores from Hastings came in the second half of the game, where the Broncos really dominated the field. The Bulldogs were playing defensively through the first half, but that didn't stop junior Caroline Hopkins and Courtney Duscott from scoring 1-0 for the Broncos. 52 seconds in, Duscott found junior Madison Taylor to earn the second goal for the Broncos. As soon as the 60-minute mark hit, the Broncos commanded the field with back-to-back goals, leading their 6-0 victory. The women's team finished off 4 wins and 1 loss, and will also be heading to Mount Marty this Saturday in Yankton.
The men's football team came out on top with a second victory against the University of Jamestown Jimmies, Saturday afternoon with a score of 38-21. Here are just a few of the highlights from the game.
As it is picked up at the 15-yard line, got a nice lane here. He's got to the 35, 40. Still not going. There's a fumble on the play, and it looks like Hastings does recover the fumble, so a crucial mistake there for Jamestown as they fumble on the kickoff. In the backfield for Ulrich in the backfield for Isaiah as he hands it off to Ulrich. Gets pushed behind the line. Does he get in? So waiting for the official ruling here. Pretty close here. head judge came back from the side there and gave him a touchdown. So a 1-yard touchdown run. He's looking to his left, looking downfield to Keontae. And Keontae makes a nice catch here. Like they're going to mark him down about the 34-yard line. So, and Isaiah's going to keep it on an option. He's going to pitch it out here to Martinez. Got a nice block out there, but couldn't quite get there. And there's a flag coming in from the side over here. About a hold. The snap is down. The kick is up. And the kick is good. And a nice, another long 30 as he takes a shotgun pass as he's scrambling. And he gets fumbled, and he gets hit, sacked, fumbled. Ball's loose. And it looks like it is recovered by Hastings. Looks like Keontae Kenny again on the recovery for Hastings. There's the snap. Ulrich plow drives, and he found his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos. Martinez goes to right. They're looking for him in the back of the end zone, or right in the front of the end zone, and he does convert to.
The Broncos will be back at it again next weekend against Concordia University on September 21st. Kickoff starts at 1 p.m.
The Hastings men and women cross-country teams hosted their home meet last Saturday at Hastings Lake. On the men's team, junior Jared Russell led the way for the Broncos, placing 17th with a 28-minute, 29-second finish. Senior Andrew Hansen and sophomore Zach Hull stayed together for the majority of the race and finished not long after Russell with a time of 28:52 and 29:07, respectively. The men's team took 4th out of 10 teams this year. Meanwhile, on the women's team, we have freshman Leah Smith, who led the Broncos in the 5K in 42nd place with a time of 22:33, while freshman Bailey Patterson was not far behind in 48th with 23:02. The women's team took 9th out of 11 teams. The Bronco cross-country teams will compete again September 28th at the Dean White Invite in Creek, Nebraska.
And to finish off the newscast, we have one student on campus who's recently started up a weekly story time before the start of the school week.
It's 9 p.m. on a Sunday night at the newly renovated Doherty Engagement Center. Classes start again the next morning, you've got a tough test you've been anxious about, and you're nervous about a project you have to present in another class. Yet all that goes away as it's finally time for story time with DaeRon. Sophomore DaeRon Jones began this event at the start of the fall semester as a way for students to relax and unwind from their busy schedules.
I think it's more kind of a nostalgia thing, or just kind of like that inner child that we all have in us. Plus, it's something that isn't very stressful, especially in college. Like, you're constantly doing homework, all these deadlines. Something just kind of be a little goofy. You wear our pajamas and listen to some 19-year-old kid read books to his peers, basically.
Storytime consists of every other Sunday of Jones reading children's books while students listen in their pajamas. The other Sundays consist of an activity night where students play board games, talk to friends, or watch a movie together before bed. Over 60 students attended the first Storytime in Altman Hall before moving to the Doherty Center. 80 showed up the next night.
Yeah, we had in the Altman basement first, but there was like 60 people down there, so it was really packed, and the walls weren't the best when it comes to like having to speak because it just didn't reach all the way back there, so we had to move out to a bigger space in Doherty.
Not only was the Doherty Center a better and larger place for more students to attend Storytime, but the renovations and tech added to the center helped improve the overall experience.
Like, while I'm reading the books, I usually put the slide down, and I have like the pages kind of just projecting on so they can follow along visually and just listen to me read. It helps out a lot. You can dim the lights however you want them. It's a really good building.
Jones was inspired to plan this event from some of his friends who pushed him to do it.
The story is kind of weird. So I'm an RA in Altman, and Ryan Hunter and Jason Balcor is a couple residents that I have, and they were just joking around one night. It was like I should read them a bedtime story one night, like if they can't sleep. And I was like, just thinking they were joking, but I was like, sure, it's like if I'm not asleep, I'll do it. And then one night they actually came to me and was like, come read this bedtime story. So I read to those two, a couple other RAs out in the building, and then Carlo. And then one day they came to me and was like, we should do this for like the whole campus.
DaeRon hopes to continue Storytime all throughout the year.
The more people we have, the more we're going to do it, the more effort we'll put into it. We have a lot of things planned out that people don't even know about yet. But if we just keep the numbers up, we'll keep it going.
The next meeting this Sunday will be a normal rating that trades back every other Sunday with activity nights throughout September and October at the Doherty Center. This is Sage Reiger for CTV News.
And this will wrap it up for the first CTV of the year. Thank you.